Yo guys, what's up? It is Ripe again, back with episode 38 of our Reddit series, and I hope you're ready to get annoyed by some entitled parents. But before you do, please hit like on the video, and if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. So without any further ado, let's hop right in.
Can you please fold up your wheelchair and sit at the back?
I have a friend who had a stroke a few years back and is in a wheelchair as a result. She also gave me permission to post this here. And because cars are expensive, we often take the bus. We were going to her appointment around the time when the high school kids get out and start piling onto buses, so it got pretty crowded. But they were good about giving up their seats and folding the one seat up so my friend could park her wheelchair. We are both child-free, but we won't hate children. I have no idea what was going through this lady's brain though. About 2 or 3 stops after we got on, a lady with a giant stroller with what looked to be a 2-year-old in it came on. Parents in my city are usually great about folding their strollers and sitting with their toddlers on their laps or on the seat beside them. So this was very out of the norm and my first experience with what this sub would call a mum-bee, or what we call entitled mother. This lady stood beside my friend for a full minute and with other students piling on, and then she cleared her throat. My friend asked if she needed help with her stroller, and this lady has the nerve to ask my friend,
"Who cannot stand or walk? I need this spot for my stroller. Can you please fold up your wheelchair and sit in the back of the bus? There's plenty of room back there."
My friend looked at her and said, "Nah," with a blank expression, and then lady stared at me like she expected me to do something. I just looked at her for a second and continued reading my book. I get that we all need to get places and maybe sometimes a sitter cannot be found, but why the ever-loving F would you ask a person in a wheelchair to leave a spot designated for people in wheelchairs just so you can park your oversized stroller? The sheer entitlement of some parents is astounding. Like, you more than likely had the choice to breed, but my friend did not have the choice to have a stroke. I really hope the kid had a nasty tantrum when they got home or to wherever they were going. The OP should have actually said the following: "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize having a child classified as a disability. You have my sympathies." Then go back to reading. Apparently, pregnancy entitles you to be served even after closing. Okay, so I am a breakfast cook at a grocery store kitchen. On weekends we get quite busy, but thankfully close at 11 AM. So today, at 10:53 AM, about 10 people walk in. Since it's not 11 yet, we cannot deny them service. I start cooking the order and finally finish around 11:15. I am very eager to start tearing down and cleaning up, as I only have until 12 to do it all. Right as I start tearing down, a lady walks up and says,
"I want breakfast."
I told her sorry that we closed at 11, and she then threw a big fit over the other people getting their food.
"Those people just got their food, and for God's sakes, I'm pregnant. I've been craving this all day. I'm only 15 minutes late. I really want to eat."
At this point, my coworker steps up and tells her, "Yeah, we can cook you some breakfast, or how far along are you?" and continues to fawn over her and her cute baby belly. I told my coworker she can cook the breakfast then, because I need to start cleaning my station. She told me no, she wasn't breakfast, and walked away. So now I had to cook that lady's breakfast. I did not get done until almost 11:30, which leaves me half of an hour to clean everything. The lady continues to complain that her portions were smaller and such. I told her she came in 15 minutes after closing and I gave her the portions that I had on my grill. If she wanted the normal portions, she should come in during the breakfast hours. She threw a huge fit and demanded to talk to a manager. By the time she was done yelling, I was already walking out of the door. I am sure I will get my butt reamed tomorrow, but seriously, F people who come in at the very last minute / after closing and demand food. And being pregnant should not entitle you to do whatever the hell you please. I think in this case, the law could back up the OP because the employer actually set the closeout time at 11. So he decided that there's only 1 hour for cleaning up. But either way, Ripe Stars, what is your favorite breakfast food, by the way? Tell us in the comments. Having kids does not entitle you to shifts. So I work as a casual at a hospital downtown doing clerical work. although everyone seems to start out as a casual in healthcare. Casual really just means you are there on an as-needed basis. So basically for workload or if somebody calls in sick or is on vacation. The area where I work, outpatient clinics in cardiology, is particularly short-staffed and I've been working basically full-time hours since I started over a year ago. Since November, I've been covering a woman who was in not one, but 2 accidents just 6 weeks apart. Another woman, who we will call Sasha because that's her name, was booked to help me with chart prep 3 days a week. She has 3 kids and had just come off maternity leave, so this was the maximum number of hours she wanted to be working. Everything was pretty harmonious until late last week. One of the nurses emailed us on Friday regarding the following week of the 29th chart prep. Sasha wasn't in yet, so I replied reminding her that there were only 2 clinics that week since the nurse practitioner is on vacation that week, so I wasn't sure how many hours we would need in terms of workload. Come Monday morning, I get absolutely blasted by Sasha.
Don't tell him there's no work. I need at least 4 days a week. I have 3 kids. I should be booked for the full-time job if anything.
Okay, first of all, you are the one who said you only wanted to work 3 days. And second, I have been working an entire year longer than you, and seniority trumps your brood of screamers. And third, just because I don't have kids doesn't mean that I don't have expenses. I still have rent and bills and debt to pay off. You have your husband to help you out, and if I cannot make rent, I'm screwed. Needless to say, I was pretty pissed off. Luckily, our operations leader is very by the book and basically told her to F off. She said if she wants increased hours, she needs to increase her availability by sending a form to staffing, otherwise she's not getting the shifts she feels so entitled to. She pretty much ignores me now. Ripstars, do you have any stories of entitled co-workers that you can share? I would be really interested in hearing them. Could you maybe not change your baby's diaper on our office's conference table? I just wanted to share with all of you the wonderful start my Monday is getting off to. I'm an attorney and I work in a small office with just one other attorney, which is my boss. This morning, one of our clients stopped by to meet my boss, trotting along his 8-month-old baby. He comes in the door and my boss tells him to head into the conference room, but the first thing the client says is,
I think he needs a diaper change. Can I do it here?
Indicating the conference room. The boss says, sure, just let me know when you're done. The client then totes the baby into the conference room, giving me a lovely waft of baby poo stink in my office on the way. So she plops the baby down on the surface of the large wooden conference table and then shuts the door. Now the baby is in there screaming and screeching its head off while it gets its diaper changed. And I'm sitting there trying to focus on legal work. I'm sure you can tell how well I am able to focus as I'm currently making this post instead of working. I'm not going anywhere near that conference table in a while, or even the conference room for that matter, as it probably smells like poo. Even if we had Clorox wipes or something, I wouldn't touch it. Wiping down baby changing tables is not my job description. I guess I would just have to hope that our cleaning service wipes it down whenever they come this week. I sincerely hope all your weeks are off to a less obnoxious start than mine. Well, to be fair, that's just a stupid boss who would allow something like this. And now for the end, we will read some top posts from /EntitledParents, so no guarantee here that you haven't heard them before. Entitled vegan stepmother makes me try to date her friend's vegan daughter. Hello everybody, I have yet another story about my entitled vegan mother that took place around Christmas. For this one, I had to deal with 2 entitled parents. One was my stepmom, the other one was her friend. At the time of this story, I had just gone through a pretty harsh breakup with a girl and wasn't looking for any sort of relationship. Don't worry, for the 2 of you that care, I'm feeling a lot better now. So after a long trip to Sarnia from Toronto, I walked into the house and everything seemed normal. I had just bought Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for my Switch and I had snuck in some mini eggs, so everything was good. That is, until the next day. I woke up around 10 and came upstairs to see my stepmom and my dad talking to another woman and her daughter, who was around my age. Here is the cast list. It is me, the EVM entitled vegan mother, ED for entitled dad, OEM for other entitled mother, and ND for nice daughter. EVM.
Good morning, OP. How did you sleep?
Me, I slept okay. Why?
Well, the OEM came here, and because ND is single, we wanted you two to start dating.
Keep in mind, I was still really struggling emotionally because of the breakup I had just gone through, so the idea of dating legitimately scared me because I was afraid of being hurt again. ND looked at me and smiled, but while I know she was just showing some common courtesy, I will admit it kind of scared me. ND. Hi, I'm ND. Me. Hi, I'm OP.
Well, I will let you two talk for a bit.
EVM, OEM and ED all left to go to talk about their PETA rallies or something, while ND and I sat on the couch in the living room. So I should probably say right off the bat, I'm not looking for a relationship. ND. Oh, I'm not either. I'm actually dating a guy, but my mom doesn't know he isn't vegan. My mom, I guess, wants to help your stepmom make you vegan, so they wanted us to date. Oh, thank Christ, you have no idea how happy I am to hear that. Soon the EPs all come in, asking us how we were getting along. We had decided to pretend we hated each other and had nothing in common, even though that was quite the opposite. I think he's boring. He's fine with killing and eating animals, and look at that hair. Before I was rocking the blue hair, it was pink. She's annoying. She sounds like a damn hippie, and she smells like rotten tofu. Do you shower in a Whole Foods or something? The OEM intervenes.
Don't you dare to talk about my daughter like that. You would better date her.
EVM.
Yeah, look how skinny she is. We can make you stop liking fat women.
I don't judge by looks, but I'm more affectionate around bigger girls. More to cuddle, you know? Me. Okay, I'm done. Later, my dad then steps up because he's expected to defend them at this point and pushes me right as I get to the bottom of the stairs. It didn't hurt since I fell on carpet, but I was still pissed off. I yelled some things at him that I'm not too proud of, and things got physical. I won though, so I was not hurt. He got the cops called on him when I talked to my mom about it though. Me and ND still talk to this day. She's now dating a girl, which her mother is surprisingly against. I thought vegans were the progressive ones. I, on the other hand, have been living the single life the entire time, despite numerous attempts with numerous vegan girls by my stepmom. ND was the tolerable one though. That story and a comment in that thread actually reminds me, what is everyone's favorite meat? Please post it in the comments. I for one love chicken meat, but also beef.
I don't care if the dragon is broken, turn it back on. I came all the way from Calgary for this.
Okay, so some backstory about this dragon. In West Edmonton Mall around the 80s, they built this dragon that spits real fire. You read that right, real fire. So this has been a tourist spot for years on end, and people from all over different provinces come to see it. Okay, fast forward to 2006. That thing kept breaking down, so the theater would get it fixed. But again, it would break down and it would cost so much just to fix it. So when it did work, it would be so annoying, because every 20 minutes the damn thing would turn on and spurt fire and have these sounds come out. At first it was cool, but working underneath the damn thing, it would get annoying really quick, so they stopped fixing it, people would come, complain, cycle continues. So I am on the floor sweeping the lobby, minding my own business, when somebody taps me on the shoulder. So I turn around and I see a family of 3 who are not happy. Guy.
Hey, when does the dragon go off?
Me. It doesn't, since it's broken. Guy.
Since when?
For 3 years now. Karen.
Stop lying. Go up there and push the button and start the dragon.
Kid. Yeah, start the dragon. I want fire.
Yeah, give my kid fire.
I can't, ma'am. Guy.
Why not?
There's no button. I really have to stop being a smartass sometimes.
Oh, funny guy. Go turn it on.
Again, sir, I cannot. Karen.
Yes, you can.
No, I really cannot. The dragon has been broken for 3 years. It takes millions to fix it and it keeps breaking down. Karen.
I don't care. We drove all the way from Calgary for this. Let me speak to your manager.
So I radio my manager. My supervisor comes walking towards us. And yes, I'm not sure if that means supervisor, but I think so. What can I help you with? My supervisor says.
Yeah, you can turn on the dragon for my kid.
Sir, the dragon been broken for 3 years. We can't.
How dare you? My kid was looking forward to this. We drove from Calgary, for goodness sakes. Just turn on the damn button.
There is no button. Frankly, I don't know how it works. I'm not the one who created that thing.
Isn't it on a timer?
Yeah, it was.
Then go to the timer and figure it out.
Sir, the timer broke 3 years ago.
Can I finally continue sweeping? I asked.
Yeah, go.
Oh no, he stays right here. I want your name and his name. I'm calling corporate. We will be reimbursed for this since we came all the way from Calgary.
You can call them, but they cannot do anything.
Karen.
Oh, they can touch the button on their side.
Supervisor.
Yeah, there's the site. Here's the number.
So the parents get the number and then go off to call corporate. Who knows how much corporate left that day. Oh my god, guys, that's a new one. It's not.
I'm gonna speak to your manager.
Now it is.
I'm gonna call corporate.
Be aware, the Karens are evolving. Entitled Mom wants to sue me for my own birthday. I am German, so I apologize for misspelling some words or for bad grammar. Cast is EM entitled mom, EK entitled kid, M for my mom, T for teacher, me for me, F for friends. Background. So this happened 10 years ago when I was in elementary school, but I still remember the story. It was January and also my birthday. But unfortunately, I got sick and could not celebrate. Because of that, we moved my birthday on the 25th February. And here comes EK. So EK's birthday is at the beginning of February, so she already had her birthday party, but wanted to crash mine. I told my friends in elementary school that I was having my birthday party next week and invited them, except EK. And so it all started. I was on my way back home from school with my friends, and EK and her mother appeared. EK, why didn't you invite me? Me, well, we are not friends. EM,
how dare you talk to my child like that? And also, she invited you to her birthday party and you didn't come.
Me, I was ill by the way.
We know that you're sick. You're a bad influence for my daughter and you're toxic.
I was 6 years old, so this really hit me. And you know how children are. I started crying and my friends defended me. Friends, stop being so rude. You're the only one being toxic and a bad influence. And it's good that you're not invited. EM screams, she's having a birthday party without me when I want to celebrate my birthday on the same day. She's being rude. She's having a party on my birthday. She steals my friends. EM yells at me,
how dare you? I hope none of your friends will come to your birthday.
The arguing caught the neighbor's attention and scared the EM, and the following week I had my birthday party and I thought it was all over. How wrong I was. A week later, the EM rings out the doorbell and my mom opens up.
Your child hit my precious angel in the face.
Mother, what the hell? When? EM,
your damn brat hit my child in school. Didn't I make myself clear?
My child would never do something like this. Me standing behind my mother, and my mom was right, I didn't do anything, but now I wanted to punch EK.
There she is.
Steps towards me in an attempt to slap me, and my mom pushed her away. That's enough of that.
Did you just push me? We will sue you and your child for that. You wanted to murder me, and your daughter already wanted to hurt my little angel.
We somehow managed to throw her out of our house, but I don't know how we did it. Since we knew that she claimed I hit EK in her face in school, actually in class, a teacher must have noticed. So we asked our teacher, and EK and EM were also there.
This guy hit my daughter.
Teacher,
that's not possible. You've said it happened in class. I also must have noticed it.
EM starts insulting my teacher.
You're wearing glasses, so maybe you didn't see it.
The teacher isn't listening to her anymore and asks us what really happened. I say, EK always hits and kicks me under the table. I've got bruises everywhere on my legs and I didn't do anything. By the way, in class, EK sat right next to me.
No, that's not true. She's lying.
Teacher,
she said she has bruises, so if you're right, she shouldn't have them.
I showed them the big blue bruises on my leg where EK kicked me and exposed that the I hit EK in the face thing was a lie. We could not sue them either, but at least it all stopped. And fun fact, EK ran against a glass door and hit her face. It wasn't me. Alright guys, that was all the Entitled Parents content for today, and I think starting today I will try to read some of the top posts from each particular day from r/EntitledParents in the bonus section of my videos. This allows me to give you guys more stories, but also allows you to just skip that part of the video in case you have heard that story somewhere else. But once again, I would like to thank my Ripesters for your continuous support, because without you, I obviously wouldn't make these videos, because I only make them for you, and I hope you stick with me and you still enjoy them. So I hope you have a great day, and I see you tomorrow.